Hi, my name is Riata Scott and I'm with the Division of IT's IT Training Department at the University of Missouri-Columbia. In our last InDesign CC tutorial, we showed you how to change the file handling preferences so that whenever we place a text document or spreadsheet in the document I have open here, the file will be linked. Next, we placed a return address text file right here on the back cover of the master page. And I demonstrated how we would get a warning icon on the text frame if we made a change to the linked file. In this lesson, we'll import a Word document and we'll map the styles so that InDesign places the document with the styles we want. So first, let's take a look at the paragraph styles. Let me go to the page 6-7 spread. Move this over a little bit. And I'll place the cursor right here in Jen-Day Conyer, the heading for that little story, and open my paragraph styles. And you can see heading 1 is selected. So that was just a style I gave. I created this style for headings. And if I click down here into the body, that's just basic paragraph, which I edited slightly, gave it a different font. And down here is a little section I call Read More, and it just tells them where they can read more and gives the Wikipedia address for this Jen-Day Conyer story. So now what we'll do is place a story about giraffes in the text frame on page 7. So let's grab this place giraffe doc text here, delete that. We'll use the same text frame, and let's go to File and Place. And I'll come back out of here. Okay, in the Wikipedia and Media folder. And by the way, we don't have a real zoo in Columbia, Missouri, so I got all this information from Wikimedia and Wikipedia, and that's why I give a little shout out to where I got that stuff. All right, we're looking for, where are we? Giraffe docx. So I'm going to create that, or select that document, and very important, we need to click Show Import Options. And something I want to mention about that is next time you place a document, that will still be selected, and if anyone from InDesign is listening, please make that go away once you use it, so that I have to reselect it every time, because it's very annoying when you come back in and you want to place something else and you forget to uncheck it and it opens the import options. Okay, that was my little rant, and I'll go on now. So we do want to show import options when we're bringing this document in that we want to map styles with. So let's go ahead and click Open. And we'll get our Microsoft Word Import Options dialog. And what we want to do is come down here and click Customize Style Import, and then we'll click Style Mapping. And we'll get this dialog that lets us match the Microsoft Word styles with the InDesign styles. So I'll start with normal, and that's basically what Word calls their normal paragraph style. And here in the InDesign style side, I will choose basic paragraph, and that's what InDesign calls their normal paragraph style. For heading 1, over here in InDesign, I created one called heading 1. That has this Jen-Day Conyer, that heading style with the white rule under it. Read More, that's this little section down here. That is a style I actually created in Word, and I created one here as well. So we'll just check Read More. And then heading 1 character and Read More character, I always get those, and I am not sure why Word sends that over, but I always just check none when I see those. And that seems to work fine. So we'll click OK. And by the way, if you do this a lot, you could come up here and save the preset, and then you'd just be able to choose it here and not have to do this. I'm not going to go through that right now, but it's helpful if you do the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to click OK. And you can see that it placed it there because I had my cursor inside of that text box, and that the heading matches the one on the other side. The text is the same, and it also matches the Read More down here. The only thing we would have to do is actually turn this into a hyperlink. So it seems like this would be really helpful and useful. But there's a reason I don't really like it, and I'm going to show you that now. Let me just zoom in to, I think it's the bottom paragraph here. And we can see that the word hyenas is misspelled. So we could change it right here. That's the easy thing to do. But then it's not up to date with the other document. So let's go ahead and open the Word document and make the change there, and I'll show you what happens after we do that. So I have the giraffe document opened here, and I will scroll down here. There we have hyenas misspelled, so I'll right click that and choose the correct spelling. So I will save that document and then close it and return to InDesign. And let's scroll up and see that we've got our little warning icon. So we'll click that, and here's what happens. It reverts back to the Word styles, which drives me crazy. So I could go up here and just choose the correct styles here. What I prefer to do, though, is let me just deselect everything. It makes it work a little better. And I will come down here, right-click normal. That's a word style that it brought in when we changed that, when we edited the file. And I will just choose delete style, and it'll ask me what I want to change it to. And that one was normal, so we want to change it to basic paragraph, so I'll just say OK. So that changed that. And then I will right-click heading 1. That's a word style, and I'll delete that style. Change that to our InDesign heading 1 and say OK. And last but not least, I'm at the bottom, I will right-click Words Read More, put delete style, and we will replace that with our InDesign Read More and say OK. Let me just Control-0 to zoom out. So you can see now that has been updated, but that's a pretty big hassle for just changing one word. I would prefer not to link documents, or at least not to link that one. The return address one made sense to link. This one really doesn't, because that's all you really wanted to change was that one little thing. It's a lot easier to go ahead and bring it in, map the styles so that you get the styles, but after that, if you need to change it, just go in here and change it. Way easier to do it that way.